Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Kayla Lords.
John Brownstone.
Of Loving BDSM, where we help kinksters like you have happy, healthy power exchange relationships.
Yep.
Yay! Or at least we try. I mean, that's the plan. Today, this isn't about power exchange relationships, but it's about the fuckery that sometimes we get up to. We are back for another toy bag tour.
Mm-hmm.
We have previously done episodes on our paddles and our floggers. Those will be linked below. And now you're going to pull out some more hitty things that don't really go into either category.
Correct.
They're definitely hitty things because we love impact play.
Mm-hmm.
That's our jam. That's one of our top kinks.
Yep.
So, let's talk about our hitty things.
Okay. I'm going to start out with one that you don't particularly like at all.
No, it's not my favorite.
No.
It's not my favorite at all.
And I was grateful you even let me try it on you at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fun. And oddly enough, this was given to us as a wedding gift.
It was. We're actually recording this on our wedding.
On our anniversary.
Right, on our wedding anniversary. So this is appropriate.
Mm-hmm. So here is it's a Paracord whip.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you, if you're not aware, this looks, let's see if I can show it to you.
Yeah.
This looks very unassuming. You'd think, oh, what's that going to do? It's going to hurt like hell.
And left some really, really nice marks.
You and I have so far only played with it once. Now, part of that is you had to go learn how to throw a whip.
Yes.
It does take special practice.
Yeah, took a bit of practice. Still actually working with it. It's something that you kind of keep working with, playing with.
Sure, it's a lot in the sense that floggers require certain muscle memory, so do whips.
Sure. And
you can throw it to get that nice loud crack sound, which I actually really enjoy the sound more than the feel. If you're wondering, well, what does a whip feel like? Very stingy. Very stingy. If you are not a fan of stings, if you actively dislike stings, you probably will not like the whip. If you love stings, you may love the whip. What I liked about it, it was a bit of an endurance test to see what I could handle.
Yes.
Because whips are not a hard limit. I don't like stinging pain, but I don't mind it. But I knew it's not my favorite. I knew it was going to hurt, and you went in pretty light on me to start.
Yeah.
But at the end, after I'd sort of endured it to my point of I can't handle another one, please stop, we did get the benefit of some really cool red marks and a little bit of bruising later. And we like that as part of our kink. So that was a good consolation prize.
Yes,
but is it something I'm like, ooh, please whip me? No. If you were to say, hey, I'd really love to work on this with you, can we do it? I would be okay with it.
Yeah.
But it's not something I'm asking for.
Nope.
No.
Okay, next. Another thing that I do like, but you kind of... Yeah, this particular category is a...
It's all the stingy stuff.
Yeah. Well, this actually can be a little thuddy when...
It's all stingy.
Oh, come on. It's a dragon tongue.
I always want to call it a dragon tail, and it's a dragon tongue.
I think it's a tongue.
Tongue, tail. It's pointy at the end. It again looks very unobtrusive, and you think, oh, that's nothing. Think again. Think again. It hurts.
Well, the sting comes in from the tip.
Yes.
When you're hit with the tip.
And that is true. I will say there have been times, depending on how you wield it and hit me, it can feel more like a slap.
Right, because if you hit more with the flat where it comes across.
Or you just hit your baby girl with the end of it at the bottom. Ow.
Right.
No. You have done some delightfully kinky things with this part.
Yes.
When I've been strapped up to things in the dungeon. Pretty sure I'm fluid bonded to that now.
Yeah.
Because of that.
True.
We did have one memorable mini scene. So for us, let me back up a quick moment. When we say scene, we could mean something as short as 5 or 10 minutes, but where we are very much definitely in a kinky moment. And I don't think it lasted more than 10 minutes, but I distinctly remember a night where you had me genuinely rolling on the ground while you just came at me with this.
Yes.
With the dragon tail tongue, pick your term. And it was his sadistic laugh, much like what you hear now. There was a lot of baby girl, no, daddy, no. But also I wasn't safe wording, so clearly yes, daddy, yes. The beauty of this kind of thing is you really can get to anywhere you can get.
Oh, yeah.
A surface and find a spot. And so I was getting hit from my shoulders down to my toes, anywhere in between. And it was delightfully torturous. I was here for it. Look at him. Look at him with his evil grin. Yes. That's why he likes that.
Yeah. Okay. More fun stuff.
The
riding crop. And now this particular one, very whippy.
Yes.
Look at that. She gets that look just seeing it move. This one actually did come from a tack store. So this is the real deal.
Right, and it's made of leather, right?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay, what do I know?
Just the handle part.
Oh, okay.
And, well, the tip.
I sort of thought the
tip. Yeah, it's the real deal, and it packs a wallop.
This is one of those times now, I'm sure there are some kink stores out there that make really high quality crops, and there's nothing wrong with buying a kink made crop. But if you don't have access to that, and it's actually easier to get to a tack shop or a place that sells animal products, horse care, farm stuff, buying the real thing as opposed to the sex toy retailer version will last you longer. It's the true definition of a pervertible. That is a horse crop used on a human. Yes, it is very stingy. It is, to me, it's like the dragon tongue, tail, pick a name, in that because it's such a small area, the sting is like a pop of sensation. And for me, what ends up making it unbearable after a while is not the little pops of sting across my body. It's if you stay in one spot. He's actually also hitting a bruise from that I got when we were demoing Evil Sticks in our episode introducing our new shop, The Kinkery. Links above and below, by the way. So ow on top of ow. But if you've ever had that nagging feeling of something just consistently in one spot, even if it's not painful by itself, that's where the pain of something like a crop or a dragon tongue or even a cane can really get me, because by itself it's fine.
Right.
But multiple times in one spot, oh my gosh, ow.
Yeah.
And I think it probably goes without saying, but we will say that is a sting pain.
Oh, yeah.
There's no thud to it to me.
And the thing is, with something like this, you can do the smack, or you can just do which is kind of fun, just like steady, light taps. Yeah. Right in the same spot, just steady, light taps.
It can, for some people, create nice marks on the skin. And also, yes, there's a bit of a torture element to it. And consensual torture, but still torture.
So there's your riding crop. And now, oh,
like this one.
This was my first foray into cane making.
Yeah, into making your own toys in general.
Yeah. And here it is. I called it the triple threat.
Triple threat, yep.
Yep. And the handle is dipped in liquid plastic. And what was always funny to me is that it was more the noise of this than anything, because you've got three wooden rods.
And it kind of shows the psychology of certain kink play that is just as, pardon the pun, impactful as the activity, the sensation itself. Because when I would hear that whistling through the air before it landed, and then as it landed, I would be braced for something painful. And in fact, it was never as painful as I thought it would be.
No.
It does have the same element of that nagging, torturous if you hit in one spot over and over again.
Yeah.
I have found that the lighter you go, the more whippy and stingy it is. And when you hit really hard, it's a little bit like a cane, but it's a different sensation completely. But yeah, you made that. That's not... I'm sure somebody out there makes one available for sale. Is there a reason we never sold these or made these? We just never did.
Never did. Okay. And now, this was something you actually brought me home as a present.
Yes, because I'm clearly a masochist.
A little Delrin cane with a purple paracord wrapped handle.
I got that when I went to Eroticon, a sex writing conference in London a few years ago. Our good friends who used to run a site called Kink Craft, where you could actually make your own paracord kinky stuff, or you could buy it made. They held workshops to let us make kinky things, and I think that year I made a cane and one other item. I kept going to the workshop, so I was like, let me go sit with my friends at Kink Craft. And the whole time I'm wrapping that handle and preparing it, I and everybody around me is laughing because I've said I don't like canes. But I love John Brownstone, so I will bring him home a cane.
Right.
Even though I don't want to be hit with canes. And so I did.
Yeah. That brings to another one of, my personal favorites, but,
And we have talked about these in different places, like our video about the kinkery. This is the Delrin cane that you made.
Yes. Wooden handle. So it's very comfortable in the hand.
And that's the 1/4 inch,
This is the 1/4 inch. It is very...
Yes. It hurts. If you've not been hit by a cane and you're like, okay, what does a cane feel like? It is the weirdest cross between a thud and a sting, because it's not a true sting, it's not a true thud. The impact and sensation is localized to a narrow strip because of the cane. The way it feels is you have the initial sensation of when it hits your skin, and that is painful, and then something about it, for me, moves in through my muscle, almost into my bones. It is such a deep, penetrating pain, and it is the kind that will bring tears to my eyes. It is the kind that will make me beg, please stop. It is not... Have fun with your cane, it's fine. It is not one of those things I'm ever going to ask for. It's not like a hand or a paddle or a flogger where you can hit me multiple times. Some people can. Some people love being hit over and over again with a cane. The pain for me is so intense that I can only take 1 or 2 whacks of it.
For you, this is usually the coup de grace.
It's the exclamation point at the end of the scene. You might do 2. And you, like any impact play toy, you can go light on this. He can just tap, tap, and it's not anywhere near as bad. It's still painful, but it's not anywhere near as bad. Yeah.
Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap.
It hurts so bad. My butt's remembering. My butt is remembering as we speak.
As we speak. Okay, all right. And one last thing, sometimes they say, bigger is better. But sometimes it's the little things that leave the most impact.
Oh, gosh. Go ahead.
And
show it off.
And here is the evil stick.
These genuinely are evil. They hurt so bad.
Yeah. It's carbon fiber rod. This is a 3 millimeter. And you just bend it back. It doesn't take much. It does not take much with these. Just that little bit, and then you release it against the skin. That's how...
I don't even know if it's visible on camera, but I do have a bruise right in here.
I think we need to...
No.
I think we need to...
No, I'm good.
I think we need to fix that.
I'm good. No, I'm good.
Yeah, these are a lot of fun. They are tiny, but they are mighty.
They are for the sadistic bastard in your life, quite frankly.
Yeah.
We have talked to many sadists and doms who like to use them, who use them to get into the smaller, more sensitive spots that a cane or paddle just can't get to.
Yep.
It takes very little to certainly make your point.
And they do get the point across.
They do. Again, it's very much an accent for me. Some people can go hard and they want that over and over again, and that's cool, but I'm not that person. It is similar to the cane because of the narrow area, but because it's so much smaller, that sensation is pinpointed. And for me, it goes deeper. When we were demoing these the other day in our live stream, it felt, the way I described it was, when you eat something spicy and the first taste, you're like, oh, that's not so bad. And then it gets to the back of your throat and you go, oh my gosh, that's the hottest thing ever. It's like that, but in your muscle and on your skin.
And I think that's why these little things do tend to bruise, because but you pull it back, you release it on the skin, and you let it sit there, and it pushes that impact through the skin.
Physics and important science terms. That happens.
Right.
Oh my gosh! And that one was not that bad. It had my shirt in through it. That's a good tip. It will be different for everybody, but if you're playing with a toy that is really painful to you, and you, of course, consent to that level of pain, one way to dull it a little bit is to be wearing clothing to do it over your clothing. It doesn't stop all of the sensation, but that initial sting is certainly muted.
And something like this, because it's so tiny, narrow.
That's not even your thinnest one. That's a 3 millimeter.
This is the 3 mil. I have one that's a little thinner than this even. Yeah.
Oh gosh. So, wow, that was an evil laugh. His evil genius laugh. So what we'll do is, where we can link to things, we will. Some of these things are things you've made and we now sell in our shop. Right. Some of these things, like the Kink Craft items, the whip is from Kink Craft. Yeah. They actually made it for us as a wedding gift. And then the Delrin cane with the paracord handle, I believe they still have their tutorials on YouTube. So if you want to do that for yourself, you have access to the materials. We'll link to those, but we'll link to anything that has a link in the description box below. So if you're interested in any of them, you can look. But yeah, that's our motley crew of impact play that doesn't fit into... If we had to give it a category, it would be the stingy category. The oh my god, that hurts category.
I want to get your attention category.
Yeah, and that works. That works. What I think makes these, pardon the pun again, most impactful is that they are not our go-tos. You really do use them as accents.
Yes.
Because we have our favorites, paddles and floggers especially.
Oh my.
And so when these things come out, you don't have to do a lot of it for there to be a lot of sensation. And whatever sadistic thing you're trying to get out of me, whether that's to hear me cry, to listen to me scream, to watch me squirm, whatever.
It's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, that is this part of our toy bag tour. If you've tried anything that we have shown here and have an opinion, let us know. If there are other things that you've used that would fall into the category of oh my god, that stings, share that in the comments below. But yeah, that's it for us this time. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want more of this, we'd love it if you'd subscribe.
And as the designated adult, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified when we upload new content.
Just do what Daddy says. If you would like some of your own kinky fuckery Hitty toys, you can check us out at thekinkery.com. And if you'd like to support the work we do here on YouTube, helping kinksters like you, join us at Patreon, patreon.com/KaylaLords. That's patreon.com/KaylaLords. Bye.